Good morning everyone, I'm in a smart hashtag 5 Premium rear-wheel drive, big battery, but just rear-wheel drive. That means it has lower consumption and the most range of all the smart hashtag 5. And I'm doing a long distance trip test. Now, it's cold today. It was 8 degrees when we went on the highway. Now it's 10 degrees. And because of the low temperature, and I'm guessing the tires were filled up with air when it was hot, even at 2.2 bars, I get a tire pressure warning. Even though when I started, all 4 tires were at 2.2 bars. But whatever. And it doesn't let me use the smart assist, so steering assist, which is weird. We'll see. I told you that already last week, that in Bavaria trucks are allowed to drive on the highway right now, even on a Sunday and holiday, which is unusual, but because of the low water in the rivers. But so far I haven't seen many, so I hope that stays that way. So we're going around 600 kilometers. I want to drive 150. We're now in the speed limit, because this car charges just so amazing. I just want to get to a charger with around 10% and charge it in no time and move on. So far, the good thing is with Smart, I have a charging card with them, so I don't have to pay myself. And I can charge everywhere, which is also amazing. So we'll see where I charge. So far, I think I have selected something on a highway where I was with the Brabus edition as well. We'll see if we stay that way, or we go to Himmelkron, charge at Ionity. We get 350 kilowatt. That's still amazing. I already have driven a bit, and I changed my plan where I charge a few times. Now I'm doing it in Münchberg at either EMBW or Mercedes. We'll see. I should arrive with 12%. And I didn't know that. Look, a better route planner is getting the state of charge of the car via Android Auto somehow. How cool is that? I mean, it's not perfectly accurate. 46%, here it's 45, but it happened with everything, because usually the one shown is not the correct one. I see that with a lot of cars that I test with a better route plan. And even if I use OBD dongles, I see a different state of charge shown than what is displayed in the app than in the car. But this is my driving data so far, so you can see I'm in the construction zone and they're driving 80. Losers, and it's still a bit to go. I don't know for sure right now, to be honest, how far I have to go. 108 kilometers. We have 200 kilometers of range, so no problem. 11% I arrive now, and I'm fine with that, even if I arrive with 5%. Good charger, and then I'm faster, and I'm driving the 150 when I can. Do you want to charge for free? Of course you do. And how can you do that? With Encharge. Encharge is an app, install it on your phone, and when you are at a charger, you rate the charger. And for this you get kilometers and stars, and these you can exchange for charging credit. Use the link in the description below to get 20 kilometers to start with. I arrived at the first charger with 11%. This is my driving data. We'll see how much power we get. It usually at a hypercharger, I'm at EMBW, at a hypercharger that can do 400 kilowatt. Usually this goes up slowly, and I'm pretty sure it will be like that. So that was a nice drive, 150 when I could. Arrived with 11%, which is amazing. I drove really far. It wants me, a better route planner wants me to drive only a bit. and then charge only for 4 minutes for 60 to 75% or so. It makes sense because it's only a 300 kilowatt charger and you don't get this above 300 kilowatt at around 60%, so it would fit. And then we should get home. Maybe with 150 I couldn't get home from here because we are almost in the middle. We drove 280 something kilometers and it will be 593 kilometers. So we will have to charge, or I charge here 5% more and then I don't go out, but I charge 15% there. I'm not going to charge to 95%, that would be stupid. But it makes sense to not charge less, go there and charge at a low state of charge, since I don't only get 300 kilowatt, where here I can get up to 370 or something, and at a more than 500 amp charger I could get 428 kilowatt I have seen. But still, and I know that the charging to 80% won't take very long. 322 kilowatt at 42%, that's okay. I charged to 67% and then I made a mistake. So a better route planner threw me out. They had to replan the route, and I just said to the highway exit where we always stop the trip, and it said and I thought, what charger do I want to use? I don't know. And I looked around and I thought, yeah, this is a charger where it's not busy, can do 400 kilowatt, we do this at the EMBW invert. And it said you arrive with 17%. I said, that's cool, this is what we're gonna do. Then I drove on, then I noticed I'm not fully around, so it wanted me to go back in a different direction, of course, not in the round that I want to drive. And so now I stopped charging, of course, when I saw 17%. So now it thinks I will arrive with 5% at that charger. So we have to keep that in mind. Look at the charger a bit, at the state of charge at arrival a bit. Maybe not accelerate too strongly here, and keep it at that 5% minimum. Not that it goes down or something. That would be bad. I mean, we can always charge somewhere different. That's also possible. But again, my mistake. And what is it? I don't even know. It's 223 kilometers to that charger. Maybe it's a bit too much. We'll see. I'm gonna drive. We'll see. So I might have to change my plan. It thinks I arrived with 7%, but it doesn't show right now because we have a speed limit. But it wants me to drive 130, not 150. So I'm guessing we're not arriving with 5% at this charger, and we have to charge somewhere different. And I'm thinking, I don't want to wing it and just go and then look for the charger. I just go to Wernberg-Köblitz like I always do, which is not nice. Again, it's busy there. Maybe I use the Mercedes charger. The EMBW there is only 300 kilowatt. Mercedes might be more, I don't know. But the Mercedes just now where we were was also just 300 kilowatt, which is weird with all the new Mercedes that can charge faster than that. Huh. So I don't know yet. Arrived at the second charger with 24%, getting 390 kilowatt. That's the stuff. So it's a 400 kilowatt charger, and I'm such an idiot. I'm thinking the whole time, will the Mercedes charger work with Smart? Of course, they're the same company. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. My driving data, and now we don't have a lot of kilometers to go home. And it's less busy here at the Mercedes charger. There's no one there. We have 6 charging stalls, no one there. There's Shell with 8 charging stalls. Then we have Ionity with 6. We have EMBW with 12 or more. And then Tesla Supercharger with 8 or 10, I don't know. But here, nobody's here. That's nice. But we're right here at a casino, gambling stuff. Which is of course weird. Gonna charge to that and then we go, and then on the drive we talk about how the car is on a long distance trip. I charged to 52% because I was talking to you, looked at the car, was already at 50% until I put away the camera. I was at 52%. It was just so fast, incredible. But I should have charged more. I don't know what's going on with the battery planner today, because it said charge to 49%. I did, and now it says you arrive with 5%. Why would I said I want to arrive at the destination with 10%. So I should have charged 5% more. This is annoying. I don't like that. Not at all. Is there anything in between? No, that's it. Huh. I don't like that. That's why I did the whole thing. I mean, I charged 25% into it, where before it thought I could easily make it with just charging 15%. Maybe it thinks I'm driving faster, but I put in 150. It's weird. Still, let's talk about how the Smart is on a long distance trip. So, I already talked about it. Suspension is okay. Could be better for the non-sporty car. Power is good. I like the whole system to see everything. It's nice. Noise level is nice, even at 150. The cruise control, steering assist today doesn't work because of the tire pressure warning, and it's so hard now today to do tire pressure change. I want to buy a little device to do that, because everywhere you have to pay. I don't have money, so I only have card. I don't have any coins or paper money with me. I stopped this a long time ago. And this is very annoying. So I really want to get a little device where I can check the tire pressure and change it a bit. Not from empty to full, but a tiny bit maybe. But like I said, cruise control, it's... So when you are getting close to here, it brakes way too strongly. A light brake and then getting a bit closer and then making a bit more difference would be nice, but it's just braking too much. The worst is when right now I would be accelerating and then get off. Right now not, but most of the times it then brakes way too hard. Also when you get to the left lane, it still thinks you're on the right lane. It's not nice. When it's not busy, I'm sure it's amazing. And when you're driving behind someone, it's fine. But if there's a changes, it doesn't react very well. I don't like it. And the acceleration depends on the drive mode. In sport, it accelerates more than in eco. I'm on the last stretch. It says here 45 kilometers, but I will use the exit before, because the exit that I'm going out, there's only a Tesla Supercharger, but I totally forgot this car will be picked up tomorrow and I have to charge it up to 80%. So I will do the exit before and charge at Allego and then go home. So we will drive a few kilometers less than what you see here. We stop here, 11:20, my driving data, and 9%. But now let's look at the result. Average consumption is here. Here is the kilometer that the car says. The real kilometers are a bit more. I've seen that in the range test as well. My time, I deducted 4 minutes, where at every light that I had to wait for at least a minute. I get to almost 122 kilometers an hour average speed, including charging, which is amazing. And important, once I had to drive a bit slower the last 100 kilometers or so with 140 instead of 150, because like I said, I could have charged 5% more and would have been no problem, or 10% even. It doesn't take any time. But also the road that I was driving, that highway, had a lot of construction zones and speed limits, and then at the end a lot of traffic. So the 150 driving wouldn't have saved me that much. Charging, here is what I charged. Average first charging session, 293 kilowatt. I saw that I didn't preheated the battery because I didn't use the navigation of the car. And I could have manually do it, but I forgot about it. Still amazing. Second time though, 342 kilowatt average. That is really amazing. Only charged 17 minutes, 87 kilowatt hours. So really, really good. That's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.